Welcome to Workers and Resources Soviet Republic, and I'm going to start with a bit of apologies, guys, because what my original plan was to show you setting up this train to export my oil from over here to my oil refinery, but I made a slight mistake in the sense that I actually did the commentary on it, but I didn't record it. But we now got this train running. And in the process of setting this train up, I did learn a couple of key lessons. And the first one is I've got a problem here with my construction crew running through here at the moment, which is blocking the train. But it's not a big issue because this it's only got 4 trucks long, but as you can see, it's carrying 227 oil. And I actually picked this step up from, I can't remember who it was now, and they would talk about train length, and they were saying that the ideal train length for this game is 4 carriages, because then you can manage them within these sections. If you build a great big long train, what actually tends to happen is that the train spends more time parked in areas loading than actually travelling and delivering goods. So you're better off having 2 short trains than 1 big long train. But I've got a bit of a problem here. I'm sure I've got a feeling this signal's wrong. I think it should be a change signal, because this train should not have advanced into this crossover while this construction train is here. You can see it's showing blue to move this way, but this construction train wants to go down here, and he's not going to go down here until this guy comes back. I'll just show you, so you can see him come back through here. And what will happen is that once he passes this signal, he will move into this section. You can see he's now blocked because this train was actually in that section. So there's probably a problem with the signals. So there's a top tip here, guys, that what you need to do is when you set signals up is make sure that review them after you've got them set up so they're all set up correctly. So this area is working quite well. Now up here things are going very slowly because I'm trying to build this area up. I think I've made a mistake as well. Let me just check something. Yep, there's nothing assigned. Okay, you should be assigned to, let's get you some workers down here. You're gonna have to come here, and the other thing I want to do is make sure that that construction area is now, so just make sure that you are picking up steel, bricks, and prefab panels and boards are coming from here. You can also pick up metrical components and here. I mean, I haven't set this, actually I can set this up to auto purchase for the moment. I think we're just going to purchase a few items here. I've still got these little oil tankers running backwards and forwards at the moment, just filling in that gap there. Actually, just make sure this guy is also picking up from this one now. Prefab panels and boards. And what we're going to do is now see who's assigned to what. Oh, of course we're still building. I'm just going to speed this up a bit, guys. I'm just going to buy these roads. These really small roads are very irritating. Right, what have you got? What are you currently working on? You're working on the coal mine, and that's, I think we're assigning you to that. And what I want to do is build up this area thing, so you actually don't have any jobs. I want you working on that, and that's the school. Yep. And we've got the coal mine being building here. We'll get these guys working. We've got somebody building a pipeline across here. Let's see, it must be one of these crews up here. So you're building the pipeline, and I think, and you've got nothing. It's a long way to send a construction crew, but think maybe we need to get a couple of you working on roads. Maybe get you working on that bit road there, and sorry guys, I'm just gonna build this here like that, just to try and speed this process up. And this is one thing about this game, is it teaches you patience, especially if you're constructing everything. I am thinking about doing a series of constructing everything from scratch. I think what we're going to do, this is going to take a long time to build, so I think if we get that construction working on the power station there, we can then start to fill in the gaps as we go along. Now the next part of this update, just use the right. Up here we're making good progress with my construction trains, building this up here. They're also pushing out this way, building this line here. This one's nearly finished. We just check the construction. Yeah, so these guys are building quite well. Now let me just do the usual checks. Oh, we've got a problem here. What have we got? Let's check that. So we got losing workforce from here. Yeah, I think what we're going to have to do is, my oil refinery at the moment is just about making money, not supporting anything else. So I think what we will do is relocate a few people into this area. A bar staff. So, oh, that's a bit weird. We got nobody assigned to the pub. Hey. I don't want anyone else there. I think maybe we will assign you to a pub. The pub, make everybody happy. My slaughterhouse here is terrible. It's not really working. I'm half inclined just to knock it down, to be honest. But we'll see how it goes, guys. So this is building up here. Just check the... I mean, this forestry area has been working very well. It's got very efficient in its own way, and this area's settled down. We got lots of gravel flying down to here. Now I am half thinking about putting my chemical production here, but at the same time I'm half thinking about here, because to make chemical production, chemicals, we need gravel, wood, crops and oil. We can bring oil in from there. We've got plenty of trees over here. It's a bit tight for crops, but we could import crops from somewhere else. But the more important thing is there any gravel around here? We would also would have to fit in a small town. I mean, let's see if there's any gravel construction around here. So, oops. Is there any gravel quarries up around here? I'm not seeing it, guys. I'm not feeling it either. So we would probably have to bring in gravel. I mean, how about over here? I mean, we've got our oil fields there. We've got these guys here. I mean, we could bring a road through here and build a gravel plant up here. I mean, it shouldn't take much in the way of resources. I mean, yeah, we got a pretty good patch of gravel there. If we could get two gravel areas here, so we got gravel there. We could. I mean, it's a long way from here. We could send out a road that way. When we got a dirt road there. We could create gravel town here, and then that could come down and connect to here, and then we could use the gravel to go over there. Well, we could use the gravel into here. We could also use it for when we construct that way. Okay, that's something to think about, guys. But And what I do want to do is get a... I've got this construction site working. This road I want growing out this way. And how far can we get this road? Okay. I mean, we're not going to build anything special here, so let's just build this out around here. We could get through that gap there. So that would come that way. Oh, great. No, don't like that at all. So let's just knock that back. And then what we're going to have to do is try and level our way through here. Okay, so it's saying that I can't extend that far. Or have I... It looks like all my construction crew and diggers are... What have you got here? Actually, that crane... I think you'd be far better employed up here. Okay, you're in this depot. So what's in this depot? We've got a lot of trucks carrying stuff. Okay. Let me just pull you back to... You've got a lot of trucks, so what we'll do is... you get assigned there. And then you can get assigned there. What is that workplace for? I thought I'd assigned you. How come you filled up with trucks? Well, you've got a crane here. Okay. How about you up here? Am I looking at the wrong one? So what have you got? You've got a truck. No, you've got a space now, so maybe I moved the wrong one. I was on the wrong station, so yeah. You get assigned to that one. But that was now, it's going to take you a long time to get there, but have you got actually been assigned? You've got no jobs. Well, I can't see why I can't. Let me just trim this back a little bit. Okay. And then we're going to just put the wireframe on. And what we're going to do is see if we can level through here. Actually, what I might be able to do is use the road approach. Okay, right, let me just come here. Okay. Right, we can get and we can't get through any further than that. Okay. I was hoping to get a little bit further than that. It doesn't seem to be far enough for... maybe if we get a bit more equipment. Bulldozer, excavators. Get a second bulldozer. Maybe that will help. Range. And let me see, can you... Yep. So we can actually get a bit more range out here. The road. So, okay, so we can level through, but we can't construct. Okay. This is going to be fun. So, put the wireframe on, guys. There's going to be a little bit of a wireframe constructing. Just going to put this back here. Height. So what we're going to do is try and level this through as we can. And get this nice and level. Do the road first. I just want this level out. Yeah, get this nice and level. They cut through. Yeah. Get rid of this rail track for the moment. Like that. See if this will. Nope. Okay. Right, let me just complete this. Because if I do that, assign these guys a job, they will then do something, won't they? So we're just going to. We're just going to cut through here. Why suddenly you've been? Okay, they've all decided to go to the petrol station. Building's without a power supply. Why aren't you hooked up? I thought I'd hooked you up to a power station. Why? So you can't draw a power supply from there. Oh, what a pain, what a pain. Okay, turn the wireframe off. Right, so that is not going to work. I thought I was being so smart by doing that. So let's just... So this does not act as an onward transformer. I'm trying to think of a way around this. Okay, I'm just going to pause. Game's paused. What we need is a medium voltage switch. Fit in somewhere around here. What we're going to do is knock out that section there. We'll put in a medium voltage switch here. Thank you, game. We'll put that in there and I'm going to build this very quickly. And then, yep, I know it's without power supply. I'm just going to build that. I'm going to hook you and build that. That should get you back with a power supply. And then what we should be able to do is strike off a run you to about there, and then hook you into there and build that. And what that should do then is give these guys a power supply. And I know that is splitting this cable here, which is a potential problem for the should anything happen, but what it will mean is that this area here should be okay. I think the other thing, if you've got any vehicles assigned to you, I think, okay, moving inside the building. Right, what we're going to do is one of my oil tankers over here. Wow, this road's a bit slow. Rated vehicles. Right, I want, that's a locomotive. I don't want that. What I want is, well, you road vehicle. Yeah, that's, I think we're gonna send you to, well, we're gonna have to send you all the way up here, aren't we, to here, and then we're gonna cancel. Yep, we're gonna send you to that station there. I've got any tankers in here already? Nope, all we got is a single excavator. Right, these guys are now back working. See if we can push this road out. I think now we've got our guys fully fueled up, which is probably the cause of the problem here. And this is probably now going to not let me. Yes, it is. Okay, so we're cooking, guys. Let me just see if I can move this through here. And yeah. So just widen this road up a little bit like that. Just keep pushing this out a little bit. See how far we can push this. And maybe we're to here, and then we'll just push this. You can get through this mountain. Gonna run that road right the way through to there. Oh, that's a massive difference. That takes us up to there. Let's see if we can do that with the railway. It'd be brilliant if I could. The problem's going to be getting through this area, so we run the railway up that way, like that. And you get down off this mountain. So this track's now running through to here, and, yep, and you can't get any further than that. Okay, well, I'm happy with that. And so what we can do now is assign, cancel that, and what we're going to do is assign you to there, and what we're going to have to do is assign you no, I don't want construction, I want that gravel. It's a long way to go for gravel, but can't see any other option at the moment. And asphalt's concrete's, well, concrete's exactly the same, isn't it? Not that you guys are going to be laying concrete, because you're really a construction road crew. So really all you need is access to gravel and asphalt. I think we're just going to leave it like that for the moment, because you're never going to build anything out here except gravel roads, if you like it or not. Oh, I really need to fix this signal. If I fix this signal here, let's just have a quick check. Okay, so it's still not working 100% here, but we'll be able to fix that eventually once these guys have broken through here. So we've now got our road cut for cutting. Wow. And I mean, this is all pre-building from the perspective of getting out here to build our steel town out here. Yeah, I think things are going okay, and I'm a bit worried about the time. What we're going to do is just have a quick once over, see what's going on over here, see if this is actually pulling themselves together. Well, I think they're getting there. They're not exactly working at maximum capacity. I mean, they're doing a little bit. What I really need is to get this up and running, settled down, get some workers in here who can then act as a construction crew to get this whole area up and running. And I don't really want to add anything else to my construction at the moment, and I don't really want to get far enough ahead. I think what I will do is think about this as my chemical production type area here, but that will be for the future. Let me just have a quick look up here. So we got this little crew train working here, so that means my other train might be trapped down here if he's not. It's suspicious when they're not doing anything. Oh no, this guy's on his way back. So we're nearly up to 1 million. So it's not like anything is running badly. Just check fire stations. And we're just going to have a quick check over here to make sure that, yeah, we're back up to maximum now. So that's looking good. Hopefully this area is building up. Everyone's going to be happy that they're all putting on population. Well, you've got nobody in there, but that's not the end of the world, because this area here is, I mean, we could get some more workers into this area, get this area growing, get more production. I mean, we're getting 45 workers in here. My instinct is to recruit a whole load of immigrants here and then assign them to the bus station. Actually, we're going to do 2 lots here and invite 75 and assign them to the bus station as well. Got some teachers, so do we have any problems with education at the moment? Let me just see who's responsible for the school. You're responsible for the radio station. You're responsible for the radio station. I mean, we could get some more educated people into the radio station. You've got 10, so what we could do is relocate you to there. And how about you? You've got no one in there. You've got 6. So who's providing the teachers to the school? You're the pub. You're the fire station. You're the cinema. You're working with the rail construction office. You're to the school. So you've only got 6 teachers in there. So where's the one with, yeah, you've got 6 there. So you're the one working to the school. You've now got 11 teachers in here. So that should help the situation. Actually, I'm going to invite a few more, and I've got the money for it. And what that will do is, well, it might take a little while for these teachers to settle down, but eventually they should get things working quite well. So who's stuck here? Oh, you get this from time to time. You get the truck seems to get stuck. So the easiest way is to just send them to the if I'd signed you to, I think what I'm going to do is assign you to this shopping centre. And we've got a lot of workers on here, but what I really want is the workers here. You're building up, so we're slowly getting there, guys. I think what we're going to do is just finish off these little, and I think I've got a, yeah, so enter, just do these just to speed the whole process up. I'm just going to pick that up, pick that up like that. So we've now got all these buildings here, and we've got the kindergarten there, and we've got the road building out here. And actually, I'm just going to finish this road as well because it will allow me to lay out the cinema. Whoops, education. Pub. I don't think I want a pub as such. Where's the cinema gone? Bus platform. There's the cinema there. And I think what we're going to do is just squeeze in cinema there. I'm just going to complete that little bit of road there as well. So what we're going to have is these guys working on various items. Just check the road crew. Where are you? Oh, so you're actually now working up on that area there. That's good. The road cranes and construction cranes make a very big difference. What are you doing? You're constructing the school. So you've got equipment that could be used for other purposes, like a road. So do I need any? Yeah, so you can build that road there out to the open storage here. So you can get that equipment up and running. So things are looking good. Let's just have a check to see if the road crew is working on here. I just want to check the progress of the trains. No, missing resources, gravel. You probably need a, what we're going to do is get you, what we want here, we want a couple of dumper trucks. You're 7 tons, you're 4 tons, you're 12 tons. So what we're going to do is get you a couple of dumper trucks, because if you can't collect the gravel and asphalt, there's no point in you actually doing anything, is there? Actually, let's just get you, I mean, given the distance, let's just give these guys a bit of extra range, because these are going to be a road building crew. So let's just get these guys in, and then they're going to build very, very quickly. Yeah. So. Yep. And you definitely are assigned. Yep. I mean, it's going to take a long time for them to get all the way out here. I really need a gravel producing area up here somewhere. And just Why does this keep breaking? When you should be able to find your way back. Oh, come on, game. Okay, let me just change this to remove the oil refinery. Okay, we'll just have to deal with that. I think there are a few bugs still in the game. You've got a small amount of workers there. You've got no one working here. My gulag is virtually empty, so I'm going to get a few people in there. And then what we will do is move, which one's the school? Yep. Prefab 5, which is this one. Yep. And then what we're going to do is just move you prefab 5 so that we get the educated people. So the educated people I put in the gulag are moved somewhere else, and the uneducated don't stay. I just want to check here. Yeah, we've got no one else here, so we'll do exactly the same here. Invite a whole series of immigrants, and then what we're going to do is send the educated ones to there so they can work in the radio station. So that should keep everybody happy. The sooner I can get this area up and running, the better. I think once I've got this area up and running, and as a construction more than a energy production area, we should be able to get things working a lot better. This pipeline is struggling. I mean, it's 5,000 rubles. Yeah, we're just going to finish that, to be honest, guys. I think what we're going to do is we're going to build this, because I'm going to have to build this automatically anyway, simply because we don't have a land bridge for the construction crew to get to it. So I should have done that a long time ago, because I've got plenty of cash. That's really starting to bug me. Okay. Just go to the depot. And you're on auto purchase, so maybe you can just stay on auto purchase. And the other thing, oh, I did finish this road over here as well, because that was another thing that's been irritating me for a little while. And just one final check on this road and railway. So we've now got a bulldozer out here. We're now getting gravel delivered. How's the road? Well, that bit of track is finished. You're laying track out that way. Let's just check. We've got 2 unfinished bits of track here. Okay. And what we're going to do is work out this way, guys. Just get the track flowing this way. What I will probably do is think about this area, and what I'm thinking is getting some gravel production in here so that we can move some gravel around. Maybe put some. We've got forests here. I mean, we've got a nice big open space here as well, so maybe we could get some gravel production going on up here. But we'll have to find a cut. If we're going to build gravel production here, we're certainly going to need 2 gravel mines feeding into some storage, which then can be hooked up to the rail lines, which we can then use to ship out the gravel to various parts of the map, which would probably be the best way to do things. But I think this is where I'm going to leave it, guys. Hope you enjoyed the episode. Hope you found it interesting. And until next time, whatever you do, enjoy your gaming.